Wolfmark, hello. Wolfmark says, I hear you talk often about Hunt for October, K-19, down Periscope, but never heard you talking about Crimson Tide. What is your opinion on that movie? Oh, that's because I've only seen Crimson Tide maybe like 2 or 3, 4 times. I guess on the whole, I've never generally cared for the movie too much. It's been many years since I've seen it, so I think it might be worth seeing again. It does have... There are like good characters, a lot of good actors. Some of the... Seems like a lot of the ballistic missile stuff is silly, or like having only one radio on the sub is silly, but it's more kind of like... I guess the movie's supposed to be like a proxy about like nuclear weapons and such, or like the story is supposed to be a proxy for talking about that, as opposed to really being about what would happen on a sub in such a situation. Even though that's surely something they would train for, someone would have thought of that scenario. But I do know, like, there's like the Ohio fights at Akula at some point. Is it the... I was gonna say, is it the Kentucky and Crimson Tide? But no, that's in the Trident Deception, which I think is a much better book that deals with that kind of nuclear weapon release thing, or rather a much better story than Crimson Tide. The Trident Deception, check it out, that's a good submarine book. Yeah, the Ohio Akula battle I think is done like Red October style with models on strings, so that looks pretty good. And the part where they're like kind of slowly descending into like crush depth kind of part is an enjoyable tense sequence, even though they always give like American submarines more floodable compartments in those kinds of movies than in real life. Like there would, I guess, if a sizable chunk of that compartment flooded, that boat would be lost. I know like LA boats or like attack boats have like Western American attack boats only have like 2 watertight compartments. Maybe the ballistic missile sub has a few more, but still don't have the reserve buoyancy of like Soviet subs, Russian subs, to handle a flooding casualty that well. But yeah, all to say, I haven't seen it a lot, don't generally care for it. I honestly rather watch U571 than Crimson Tide, probably. Not because U571 is better necessarily, but it's more like nostalgic or something. But I do want to see Crimson Tide again. It's been many, many years since I've seen it.